now I want to share with you what I stocked up on from Azure Standard. I go once a month and get all of my stock up items from Azure, and usually it's just little bits here and there, but every once in a while I do a really big haul, and that's what this is. And most of my haul is in organic flour because we love to bake and we love to cook at home. So let's get started with what we got. So first over here, I bought 6 10-pound bags of their all-purpose flour. The reason why I bought some of these small ones is because they're incredibly handy. This 10-pound bag fits in my flour container that we keep up here in the pantry. And I really like their all-purpose flour. It's really great for if you have something finicky that maybe requires like a fine ground flour. We love to bake with this. Otherwise, I'll talk about the other flour that I did a big haul on. But I bought 6 10-pound bags, and just for reference, I know many of you live all over the world, which is so fun to hear from all of you, where you live, what prices look like in your area, what you're able to stock up on and what you're not able to stock up on. So please comment below. I want to hear about it. All right, so I have my notes here. So each one of these, altogether, it was $94.20, which puts you at about $1.50 per pound for flour, just for a reference. It's definitely, and I'm just gonna be very upfront and honest, it would be much less expensive if you just bought conventional flour, and totally fine if you are needing to stock up on a budget. Definitely just go for that low budget flour, okay? Get your pantry full of something. But thank the Lord, I'm grateful that we're able to stock up on some good quality organic flour because we eat so much bread. We're not afraid of carbs and we get to buy this, and we're really thankful for it. Okay, moving on, we have our Equal Exchange bulk coffee. This last time that I went to Costco, I tried their organic coffee that they offer there. I'll have Levi show that because I can't remember the name at this moment. But I will tell you that I really greatly enjoy this Equal Exchange coffee much more than that brand of coffee. And it wasn't that much more expensive to do this. When I buy the Equal Exchange, I like to get the whole bean, and I get the organic mind, body, and soul, this particular roast that they have. And when I buy it, I usually wait and buy it on sale. And today it was $9.50 per pound. And if you have been buying coffee, any kind of whole bean coffee in any capacity, you have seen at the grocery store how much it has increased in cost. So $9.50 is actually the same cost as what it would mean to me to buy like Dunkin' Donuts or anything like that, any of those other brands at Walmart. It's like the same cost right now for us here in Illinois. So I was really happy with that. So I bought 10 pounds of coffee. We go through this fast enough that I don't feel like I need to put it in the freezer or anything. I just put it down in the stockpile so it's ready whenever I want to fill up my little canister up here for the week. So let's come over to this side, Marie. This is one of the other stars of the show because I bought, yes, 200 pounds of organic baking flour. And the reason, one of you all actually were the ones who recommended the Central Milling Company flour, and I have been really happy with it. And the reason why I bought so much of this time is because it was $1.12 per pound for the flour versus the all-purpose, which was $1.50. So it saved me a little bit more money. You know, if you're struggling with space, if space is an issue for storage of your flour, you might want to consider the smaller bags. And also you may not go through as much flour if there's only 2 of you in your family versus the 8 of us which are in our family. So I went ahead and stocked up for the price on 200 pounds of flour because every time we make bread, every time we bake or making things for dinner or for whatever, this is what we use. And so it's really good to have this in bulk here. And I'm going to cover coming up very soon, so make sure you follow along. I'm going to cover very soon how I store my flour and how I go through the process with our grains and our bulk grains, what it looks like, the process, and make sure it lasts us a very long time. So we'll cover that in the future. Okay, moving on, we'll go on to bagels. So I really love the bagels that they offer at Azure. They're so good. Julianne makes homemade sourdough bagels, both cinnamon raisin and blueberry, and those are amazing. And we do those, but those take time, so it's nice sometimes to have a quick, organic, healthy meal option for breakfast or whatever, just sitting in the freezer, and that's what these are. So these are the whole wheat, organic, sprouted Alvarado Street Bakery, and they're the plain ones. So I have 6 of those, and for organic bagels, I think it's a great price. And you guys will have to weigh in. Tell me what you think. Like my Aldi doesn't offer organic bagels, so you have to tell me what the price difference is. So for these are like $4, give or take, per package. So I don't think that's bad. Keep them in the freezer, pull them out for a last minute meal, super easy. All right, next let's move on to our canned goods that we stocked up on, and I will be doing a big stock up of canned goods from a different store. We'll get to that later. But today, I really like this Pacific Foods organic cream of chicken condensed soup. It's a mouthful. I have a video on how to make your own homemade cream of chicken soup for different recipes, but for just easy, quick, fast meals. You guys are as busy as I am, working in the garden this time of year and doing different things. It's really nice to have some of these easy meals stocked aside and ready to go when you need to throw something together quickly. So I love this cream of chicken soup. I wait until it's on sale, which I'm gonna be honest, it's still expensive, but I really like the clean ingredients. So that is $3.13 per can. So if I'm making a meal and I'm using 2 of those, it's gonna be $6 towards my meal. Which again, doesn't shock me. With a family of 8 and you're cooking and you're baking a lot at home, everything's expensive, and I try to cut corners where I can, and then I don't mind spending a little bit more if I know that it's good, clean, quality ingredients. Okay, next, let's move on to Nancy's sour cream. We really like this sour cream. If you've not tried it yet, I highly recommend it. We'll put a link for Azure below. You can go check it out and find out where your local pickup is. But this is so yummy, so yummy. We do get raw milk every 2 weeks, but we usually go through it very quickly. So I don't have leftover to make, currently, I don't have leftover to make butter and to make sour cream. So we are really thrilled with this. $3.96 per container for organic probiotic sour cream, and it's delicious. Don't mind spending the money on that. So I have 6 containers of that. That was a total of $23.80 altogether. If you've been watching along at all, you know that we have stocked up. My friend Stephanie told me about Stacy's Tortillas, and I'm so glad that she did. And it's really nice having these in the freezer for, again, a very quick, easy, fast meal. That's why I love to have them. When I buy these, to get the cheapest price, I buy them as a 12 pack, which cost me $42.26, which is about $3.50 per pack, $3.50 per pack. And again, I store these in the freezer. They don't take, it's just nice because they're out of the way. Can pull them out, they defrost very quickly. Really great flavor, and we really enjoy them. Again, Julianne makes the most delicious, like tortilla-like flatbread. It's very thin and flavorful. That is actually my favorite recipe. We can maybe share that in the future. But these are a close second, and we really like having them in. And I'm gonna tell you, okay, let me read the ingredients for you. Organic white flour, water, organic sunflower oil, baking powder, salt, and citric acid. That is about as clean as I have ever seen tortillas to be, because they're usually chock full of nasty things. So, I know we try to avoid seed oils and those kind of things, but sometimes I just go with it, and this is one of those times. But when we make them at home, they're even cleaner. So that would be my first preference always. But it's nice to have these tucked away in the freezer just for a quick meal. Okay, last but not least, and I was so glad that Azure had it in stock this time, we got 10 pounds of our raw milk cheddar cheese aged over 60 days. And this stuff is the best. And I almost don't even want to tell you about it because I don't want them to sell out. Because they actually had it in stock, I wanted to go ahead and get 2 blocks. I have 10 pounds of cheese. I've shared this previously, but I usually chop it into about 1 pound-ish blocks, and then I either freeze the whole block or I shred it and then put it in the freezer. I don't need to add flour. I've never had issues with this caking or turning to mush. It freezes really well, and this is the best cheese. And just like anything organic, it's gonna be more expensive. For 10 pounds, it was $62.51, which is about $6.25 per pound. If you were buying this like pound for pound with other brands, you would be spending a lot more than that. So I think this is a good price, and this will last us quite a long time. Again, with the raw milk, we have absolutely made our own mozzarella cheese and our own farmer's cheese, but it's so nice to have this ready to go in the freezer. So this is wonderful to have this back in stock in our house. Okay, 2 items that they did not have at Azure. Remember, there's some tips and tricks that I've shared with you in the past about sometimes you'll order something and it won't ship. I'm missing raisins and I'm missing my organic oats, which I was kind of upset about the oats thing because we are like out. So I might be doing a purchase from Country Life Naturals for that just to get it, or try to get it next month on my Azure haul. So I wanna restock the oats. That's kind of a big staple that we keep in our house, and we are finally almost out of them. So there you go. That's what we got at Azure Standard today. My whole grains are really stocked, and I love that, and it's a blessing to have these things in your pantry. And now we gotta get to work and put this stuff away.